Alright guys, thank you for coming down to It Gets Like That podcast, but I had to change the name, I've realised, because someone got the same name. So we changed it. First and foremost, introduce yourselves.
After you.
Okay, cool. My name's Israel.
Yeah? Tell us about yourself as well.
What do you do?
Yeah, what do you do?
Oh, my name's Israel and I'm a musician.
Musician and?
My name's Guled. I'm currently a personal trainer at Pure Gym, but I do a lot of community work with the youths, and I'm currently studying health and social care at uni.
Alright, so that's positive stuff, but I'm going to take you guys back. We're going to go back to the year is 2011, and where I met both of you guys. It was in HMP Isis.
Yes.
Different times.
Yeah.
When did you first reach HMP Isis?
2011.
2011.
Yeah, 2011.
And can you talk about your case, your charge at the time?
The charge was intensive supply class A.
Intensive supply class A, and yourself?
My one was a violent charge with GBH and with intent and robbery.
And how long did you both get?
I got 2.5 years.
I got 5 years, but I got EPP as well, so I had to do an extra 2 years on license.
Okay. So I came into ISIS 2011. It was shortly after I was in HMP Belmarsh, and it was shortly after the riots kicked off and they needed space in Belmarsh. So they said, oh, you're 25 and moving to ISIS. At the time, I think ISIS was only 18 to 22 or 23.
Yeah,
and they said, okay, it's up to 30 now. Go over there. I went there and ISIS was violent. Would you guys agree?
Yes, it was a hellhole.
What was your experiences of being in that jail?
You always have to have your backup. You have to be ready for altercations to happen, and if you don't stick up for yourself, then it would just be one problem after another, to be honest with you.
I feel like I kind of kept myself, because I had a little circle. So we're like, I think it was like 7 of us from the same, from New Cross. So it was, I feel like I kept myself to myself, but I still knew exactly what ISIS was about. It was a dangerous place.
Yeah, because I actually came onto your wing. So me and Kalala, my soulmate, came onto your wing. And to be fair, you guys I was kind of in your circle with the guys from New Cross and that. So you guys kind of took me in that. But on our wing at the time was all the SUK. Like they had the ring on smash basically. Basically B wing. But looking at it now, how much do you think you've changed since that period? Because we can't pretend that it was all angels while I was in jail. I mean, you said you kept yourself to yourself, but we were trying to rub phones.
Yeah, it was active.
So
it was active. We were trying to get parcels in.
Yeah.
We had a couple of kitchen links and that.
Yeah.
You understand? I was on Mountbatten A, so I was with Kingsley and Lucky. You know Lucky?
Yeah, I remember Lucky.
I remember that time you had that incident.
We'll get to that. So for the kids who are watching now, for the young people who are watching now, who maybe don't understand prison and they think, oh yeah, it's alright, man, I go to prison. Tell them about the sort of things that can happen to them.
I've seen.
Okay, basically, the things that can happen to you in prison, you can get forgotten about. That's the most important thing. All these friends that you're running around, all these co-defendants, all these coldies that you have on the streets, they're gonna forget you. Everyone's chasing the bag, you know? And you're not involved in the bag because you're in prison now. You can't help them make money now. So your loyalty and your value's gone really low. You understand? So people are going to forget about you. The only person who's going to stick by you is your mother. If you get me, if you have a mother dead, then your mother's going to stick by you. You understand? So yeah, man. So
I agree with what you're saying. It's like outside is our mind. It's like for me, it was. I didn't come to prison. I relied on myself. Yeah. I didn't think about no one else. I shot myself because it's like a different world. I shot myself in the world. I didn't want. Basically, I didn't want to rely on no one else. I counted on myself, and that was it.
And in regards to sort of the mentality you have in there, like I always felt sad at night time when I was getting ready to sleep. Did you guys ever feel that? Because like during the day you have a banter, you're on social, you're enjoying yourself. But at night time, I was always sad. Yeah. Did you guys have those emotions?
Yeah. I wrote a song. It's called Dream State, and it was literally when it got to night time. That was my battle. My battle was literally every night, and it was kind of like constant. So yeah, I did have that battle every night. Yeah.
And yourself?
Me personally, yeah. At night, I used to take away my sorrows with having weed. I couldn't bang up without weed. You understand? So whoever had a visit on that day, if they don't bust me, we have a problem in the morning. If there's a big problem, you have to feed the hyenas. You know what I mean? Cause that's what you don't, at night time, you don't want to be in that cell by yourself. And you're just watching 5 channels. And time is drifting. And it hits 1 o'clock. You see the night gov come on. And you're thinking, why can't I sleep? So you just get a bit of cannabis, you smoke it. But it's gone past that level now. It's spice.
Oh yeah.
It's levels now. It's like your health is actually on the line. Your well-being's on the line. You're not gonna come back out as the same person. Understand? So yeah, man. So night.
And funny you should say the word hyena, because I thought it was of a hyena state. I mean, the bell will go off and the alarm will go off every moment. On the way to church, on the way to on the way to education, on the way to visits, on the way to mosque.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Friday Juma was one of the places where you know, okay, you look at the wind, you're looking at it, you think, what's gonna happen over here? So it's crazy that you said that, and you just touched on spice. Like, I think 2011, spice wasn't really a thing. I think it really kicked in 2013, and people are like almost in a zombie state now.
Yeah, but it never used to hit youth jails. It used to hit adult jails. The stuff that adults used to see, we never used to see. Yeah. You understand? Because the government used to look after us. But now it got to a point where 18-year-olds are allowed in adult jails. Before, they used to be 21-year-olds and upwards. But now 18-year-olds are seeing the effects of adults and how they're living. And so that's where the spice and that's where the crack, that's where the heroin gets supplied in the jailhouses. You understand? When you go to youth jails, no one's not smoking crack. Who's smoking crack? Who's smoking heroin in Isis? Nobody. I said, but when you go to Ville, you go to Brixton, you go to Scrubs, you definitely see a lot of addicts. You know what I mean? So yeah.
So what's the, I guess we'll say the main thing you've taken away from prison that you use in your life now?
You're born alone, die alone. You know what I mean? You're by yourself out here, man. As much as you got, whoever you got around you, that's a bonus. But you have to be your own supporter, man. You have to be your own fan. You have to be loyal to yourself. As much as you're saying you want to be loyal to the streets, you want to be loyal to the code, bro, are you being loyal to yourself? Are you doing good for yourself? So that's the thing when it comes to. So I realised I need to love myself before I love others.
And what do you take away from the one thing that you use from prison that you use in your everyday life now?
I feel like the same. I feel like you have to account for yourself, regardless if you know we live in an environment where it's like social, but yeah, I just feel like you know you have to account for yourself. You know you can't, because regardless of if you try to live a fake life and all that stuff, you know your mind can't lie to you. Can't lie to you.
And that's a real thing there. So you've got these guys who pretend to be a bad boy, but really and truly they know them. So for me personally, I never pretended to be a bad boy. I never. But I would always defend myself. I've always been like that.
I can see I'm a witness to that.
Yeah.
Always.
So let's touch on that then, because I know.
Were you in the cell? Were you in the cell?
But I was on the wing. I was on the wing. Boom! I see Bobby come to. I don't. Did you have a briefcase or something on you? That's side. Bobby's the only man with a suit. He's got a suit on the wing. How you got a suit on the wing?
It's an open university case, and funnily enough, Javan, big up Javan, was meant to be on the podcast today, but he couldn't make it. We didn't want to do one separate. But when I did tell that story, I just thought I'd tell it on my Instagram, and it kind of blew up. And I think on Instagram it had like over 200,000 views, and not even on YouTube has done the same. And you have many people saying, "Oh, he's lying." You guys were witnesses to it.
No,
I'll
tell you exactly.
And my whole thing is never to glorify. I would say never to glorify, but I want for the youth to see the dangers of going into prison, because you go in there. And now I went to Pentonville recently, and I remember they're telling me, "Oh, now if someone comes into jail, they have to tell them if you're affiliated to any gangs." Because if you don't tell them, they're just putting you on any wing and it's going off over there. I don't think in ISIS there's even a space for you to go. I remember it's only two sides, Meridian and 10 sides, so it was mad. But what do you remember from that story? What do you actually remember that actually happened on your case?
Basically, what I heard, what happened was down the line. Let me just narrow it down. You got bumped somehow. Understand? You got bumped, and as you got bumped for an item, for a phone or something like that, I'm not sure. You went to go and get your belongings back. You understand? So as you went into the cell, I think someone tried to set it on you, and as someone tried to set it on you, you had a mug. You bust someone's head straight away, and as soon as you come out the cell, I think someone tried to get a snooker stick, a pool cue, and you went. I think you went like that.
I think if memory serves me right, I think it was a guy called Mitch from Northwest. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, you remember? It was Mitch, and he was always quite dark skinned kind of guy. So I think you licked him there, but this time I'm already on the freeze. I think I'm on the freeze. Did I have freeze in Isis or twos? I was on the twos. So I was literally down there, and then obviously I've seen her from the bottom, and that's all I can remember, to be honest.
I remember because we were in the same way.
Yeah.
I remember you going out. I think you've been waiting for this phone for such a long time. You just wanted to go get the phone out. Got to the cell, and I think there was a couple guys in the cell when you got there. Then more guys.
That was Kingsley cell. That was Lucky cell.
Yeah, more
that was the corner cell.
Yeah, more guys started coming in. Sorry, it's okay. And I heard you had a mug. You busted a mug on someone's head, you banged him, he went to sleep.
I don't know if he went to sleep, but
anyone knows you busted his head.
The other end of the mug, you started doing this and all that stuff.
For me personally, like I said, I'm not a violent person.
No, at all.
I don't start trouble with no one. I've gone there on the emphasis of getting my phone or getting my money back.
Get your belongings back.
The guy told me, come back later to the cell. I thought, you know what? Everyone's like, okay, if you're in the guy in there for peace, why did you come with a mug? I said, I'm not a fool, I'm not stupid, anything can happen. So obviously, I finessed to get off the wing. I don't know how I got Kalala off the wing, but I finessed to get off the wing.
You was allowed to go
I was going to different wings,
you used active.
But I just slide it, say, oh yeah, he has to come with me as well. And big up Kalala, because he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that. And obviously, when I've gone there, I've gone on a peaceful thing again. They're like, oh yeah, come in the cell. So I'm like, so I go in the cell? Cool, I went in the cell. As I go in the cell now, literally 30 seconds later, there's 2 people in the cell already. Literally, when I went in the cell, there's about 6, 7 people. And I didn't even know at the time, like, Luck was one of my brother's friends. Actually, no, I think Luck already told me one of my brother's friends in town. He already told me that. So, I can't remember him being in the cell or not, if he left the cell or not. But
that was his cell,
yeah. I'm just talking. So I'm saying like, yo, where is the phone? On a peaceful thing. I think the guy, the other littles was going, oh no, the phone's not there. The money's not in there. I'm like, bro, come on, man. My missus put the money in a couple of days ago. She told me, he's like, no, I'm like, okay, get the phone out. Let's call up. But obviously, the other brother,
someone.
Nah, Messi.
Okay.
Oh, Messi.
Just on a hype.
For
no reason. And I'm like, man, I'm not talking to you. Like, what? I'm hearing you telling me you can't get robbed. Because obviously there's people on the other wing that told me, yeah, them man are trying to rob you. And I'm saying, nah, I can't get robbed.
No,
and so he's like, I'm hearing you saying you can't get robbed. What do you mean you can't get robbed? I'm like, bro, the man was banging my face.
Was it Messi banging?
Messi banging my face. I'm pretty sure it was him.
You didn't bust the mug on him though?
Yeah,
was it him?
It was Messi.
Oh, okay.
So obviously when he's done that now, just reaction, because obviously I did the Open University bag like this all the time. I'm surprised that they didn't clock, so I had it like that, and then I had my hand in it like this. So as soon as he's hit me, I've just gone like that. And obviously he's gone down, but then now I'm in a cell with don't know how many, man. Kalala trying to throw bang, they're trying to. So I'm just trying to do this to get out. But remember the cells, you can lock the cells, so we're stuck. We can't get out, right? So we're trying to open the door slamming. We finally get out. Then I see one next brother. I can't remember his name.
You say Mitch?
No. I want to say Stunner.
Stunner from East.
From East, yeah. I want to say him.
The light skin. That was Lucky's younger.
Yeah, cause I went to I went to him. Raw, you're friends with my little brother. Where you getting involved? He's like, nah, that's the man them. I'm like, raw. And then obviously that's when
bandwagon. You can't be on this bandwagon.
Obviously that's when the Mitch guy come with a pool cue and tried to whack me with it, but I blocked it and it hit my hand and then I banged him and then the other one from can't remember what it was got me there and that's how I got that cut in my eye still there. And then obviously the next day.
And I didn't really know you these times.
And the thing is, in Valentine's Day, pussy. Because obviously when I go back to the wing, Valentine's laughing, like, oh yeah, you don't fuck. I got my blood everywhere in it. And I tell him, are you mad? But like I said, it's never to glorify, but just they used to know the dangers of what was going on in that jail. It was crazy.
You'll be so lonely to the point where you want to speak to your loved ones. You just want to buy a mobile phone. That mobile phone will get you your face open.
If you can't protect a mobile phone,
your face will get open. You get open. Don't put yourself in a position that you could be vulnerable.
I've been on the wing, on B wing, where couple people, they know someone's got a phone and they got up their bum, people come there with spoons.
Yeah, spoon it
People
out.
with spoons.
Or
Make
make a
it-
squat, squatting.
And that's why you used to understand the sort of things that goes on in prison. I want the parents to understand the sort of things that goes on in prison. It's not a joke. There's the other guy as well who had a similar surname as me, Kasongo.
Who's that?
He was on A-Wing. He got burnt with a kettle on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one? There's a cell, someone rubbed his
He went
phone.
church, came back, and literally poured
They
on
poured-
like, how many times?
Yeah,
Like 8 times.
yeah, so these are the sort of things that I want to try to let the youth understand. It's not to glorify it, it's to show you the dangers that are out there. Stay out of trouble. And if you're going to be in trouble, yeah, when you go to jail, just let them know, okay, I'm affiliated. Because you try to go on this bad boy thing like, yeah, no, it's cool. Because in plenty of tell me, some people are like, nah, I don't need to tell you what gang I'm in. It's not, you're not snitching.
protect your team.
I'm in a gang. At least you know, they don't know what wing to put you on. Because there's so much things that's going on in these jails that are crazy. But I guess let's leave jail behind. We've moved on from jail. We've come out of jail. I've always admitted how difficult it was for me coming out of jail. Used to have them. I mean, I didn't do it in Isis because Isis just in my headache. But every other jail I went to, I had my casino, I had the, what do you call it, my betting shop and that sort of helped me with a bit of money when I came out. But ultimately, when you come out of prison, you're broke and you have to start again. How was it for you guys?
It's kind of lonely. Because I feel like I remember when I came out, I think I went to like a crowded place and I just felt it was too much for me. Yeah. It's like I couldn't take it in. I literally had to go back into the mode of being in prison and being alone in my cell like that. I was like that for a while. So slowly and gradually, I got involved with couple volunteer work and all that stuff and socializing with other people, you know, it got my head back up.
And how was it for your family? Because obviously they're being used to not having you, and also that your family's got you around. Was it sort of difficult in communication?
Yeah, it was. It was at like dinner time. Everyone was sitting around the table and being loud and all that stuff. But I was still like trying to like pull my head back up. But I'd always find myself go back down, and because it was fast paced. So yeah, but gradually I found myself, and you know now I can actually pull my head up.
And in regards to even financially, was that difficult as well?
Yeah, it was. It was.
And yourself?
Me personally, it was very, very difficult because what they did was, me coming out of jail, I was not even aware that, I assumed that I was going to go back to my old borough and I was going to pick up things from there and I may have a little bit of more support than usual. However, when I came out, what they did was they banned me from the West London area. Understand? So that's it. Now I'm living in Peckham. I'm living in Burgess Park Bail Hostel. Understand? I've got a curfew 3 times a day. So I have to sign in like I'm some predator. And you know what I mean? And I can't even grow. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get a job. You know what I mean? I don't even know how to make a CV. I don't know nothing like that. So my back's against the wall. I confused myself. So I got to a point where, it was a lot of downhill. It was really downhill, and I was really depressed. And I think I suffered a bit with mental health. Depression came involved. I didn't know what to do. I had no hope. But then a good brother of mine came visiting me. He just come check me randomly. He didn't have nothing. He didn't give me nothing. He just said, he advised me. He said, yo, you deserve better, man. You know what I mean? You don't need to be struggling like this. And if I was you, I'll go back to God, innit? You understand? That's the only person who can help you in this situation. Because everyone else that was around me, it seemed that they were so busy with their own life that they couldn't see how much I was affected and the way I could conduct myself into the community. They thought it was just normal. He's a kid. He usually comes in and out. But when you get to a certain age, it's not like when you're 15, 16, you come out of jail, yeah, you got that energy, you boost, when you get to a certain age, you get demoralized. Your energy goes. I mean, you need someone to just boost you up. So he gave me that little boost and advice. So I went mosque. Yeah, man. And from there, then God started showing me the light, man.
And how important is your faith now?
Very important. Without my faith, my child, that's one thing as a kid. My father, I didn't have my father around me. I lost my dad when I was 15. You understand? But I was not with my dad since the age of 8. So I didn't have that role model. So I'm always, with my life, I'm gonna make sure my children have God in their heart. They have faith in the heart. Because without that, you're gonna get lost out here. You can have as much money you want, you can have as much watches you want, it don't matter. You're gonna be lost, and you're gonna always be looking for temptations. And when you can't find that temptation, then you're just gonna be confused. So yeah, man, faith is a big thing for me right now, big man.
And is religion something that's important to you, or?
Yeah, it is. I grew up like, in a religious family, but I feel like it's like, cause I don't go to church, but what I believe in, obviously you need to believe in something. I believe in myself. I believe in my abilities, and that's what I got to rely on.
I mean, I think I'm similar in regards to, I believe in a higher being, but I've lost my sort of faith in religion because I find that religion brings so many division amongst people, be it the trouble that happens in the Middle East, be it in regards to terrorism, be it in regards to the Catholic Church, whatever it is. There's so much issues that comes with religion that for me, I just prefer, okay, let's try to be the best people. We won't always be good, but let's always be the best people we can be and try to move it on from there. But now you guys are out, you've been out for a long while now. How is life now, and what comforts you?
But as I was mentioning, regarding the religious situation, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm a sinner, we all sin, you understand? And I know, I'm aware everyone's got Christianity, there's Jewish, there's Muslim and stuff, but we all bleed the same. We all believe in the same thing. So whatever you believe in, I can take a bit of good from you, take a bit of good from you, you can take a bit of good from me, and that's it. And whatever you feel like you're not comfortable with, and that's your choice as an adult to make that choice. No one don't need to put a gun to your head. So yeah, man, I just wanted to
no, I hear that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so in regards to, like I said, your life now, what comforts you, and how are you feeling now about life in general compared to where you was 10 years ago?
I feel like I could be a president of Somalia 2040.
Right.
I'll be serious, bro. No one can't tell me. You can tell me I can't. No one can't tell me I can't.
Hey, that.
I can get a PhD. Who can tell me I can't be? Anything that I want to be, I can be.
And I saw your post today, which I actually copied and tagged you in as well when I posted that.
Regarding being a 28-year-old man. If you had to do a course for 4 years, later on, and you reach 32, you've actually reached the age of 32. So why didn't you do something productive with that time instead of the procrastination? This is what kills people: procrastination and fear. Don't be scared, man. You understand? Reach the stars, man. If your dreams don't scare you, you need to find a different dream. 100%. It has to scare you.
I think what you said, because earlier on you were like, when I came out, I was like, I was depressed. I didn't believe myself. I needed someone, just one person told you something.
Yeah, just one, that one.
And it's like, fast forward, now you're like, 2000, I want to be the president.
Yeah, that's big.
That's what's up, yeah.
That's a mad difference.
You understand? But the thing is, see, when you're coming out, when I was on road before, like, I was a violent person before me. Understand? I used to do my thing, everything I want, it was always on the demand. Whatever I wanted, I can get it, regardless. But now I have to work for what I want. Understand? So this is where it's changed my whole aura. So instead of going to people and taking things to people, now I have to work with people, breaking down with people, and go and understand the person. Yeah, all right, cool. He's got his opinion, and respect his opinion. Before I never used to respect no one's opinion. I'm right. That's it. That was the angle. So, but yeah, man. But you grow as you go along, man. So yeah, man.
And so easy. Now you're doing music, so it's quite surprising. I see picked it, and it was the other day. Said, and also I jumped on the phone to you said you're doing music. I've seen some of your music as well. Tell us about that transition and that thought process.
So literally in October 2019, I woke up and I was like, I want to do music. It's crazy because P was in prison, and I went to one of my friend's studio, but the energy he was giving me wasn't the same, because I believe in, like, when I want to do stuff, I just go in, I want to do it. I don't sit around and beat around.
You're not waiting for no one.
No, I don't wait for no one.
You do it, yeah.
Yeah, so I literally felt like I was waiting for it. Then one of my pals was like, you know what, why don't you like to do things properly, just go and do it properly. So I went to a studio, Soup Studio in Canary Wharf. I literally went there, literally banged it out, up to now, over 100 tracks.
So from October to now we're only in August. You've got over 100 tracks. That is crazy.
That's overtime.
And wait, are you writing every day? Or?
Literally, I'll go studio like twice a week, and I'll do 2 songs each session.
And what's inspiring your music? I've listened to it. It's not like what people would expect from a young black man in from the hood who went to prison. So your music is different. What inspired that?
The inspiration is, come to this country without a parent, and literally, it's like, first of all, there was no reason for me to come over. So it's like, I'm here and I'm getting like a different experience. I was a mummy's boy. Then I've come and I've lived with a lady who's literally treated me like not the same way that my mom's treated me. And I had to like rely on myself. That's why when I went to prison, I learned I'm not relying on nobody. I'm relying on me. So that's the fight. It's like a struggle of literally from when I've been in this country, I've looked after myself. So that's like the inspiration is fighting your own corner, depression, because it's real. Like, I talk about real stuff. Like it's not. I don't. I'm not a saint, but it's like I don't glorify the
negative.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah.
What if you had to call your music its own genre? Because for me, it's a bit of a mixture of. It's halfway between rap and spoken word. So it's like a in between there, and a bit of soul in it as well. So how would you describe your music?
I'll say I'm not. You can't fit me in a genre, because it's like storytelling. It's weird because it's like when I was writing all these songs, the similarity between each song was I was always storytelling, and there was the engineers like, wow, it's like you're poetic. It's an I've done poetry, and for me to say that to you, that's big. I was like, whoa, like. Then it took me back to like being in school, and I was good in my English literature. So it's like I'm like, whoa,
let me use my
strength. That type of way. So I kind of like tapped into it. And so I'll say storytelling, poetic. I'm talking about the roads because I lived that life. And soul in it. It's got soul in it. It has to be painful. It has to be emotional for me to like be like, okay, cool. I've done my job in the booth. I'm coming out now.
So where can they find you? Where can they find your music? Give us your socials.
Oh yeah, Israel NKE official. I'm on SoundCloud, Israel NKE. I'm on Spotify, Israel NKE.
Not on Instagram or anything yet.
I'm on Instagram.
It's the same.
Israel NK official.
NK official. Yeah. And yourself, sir, you're now doing a fit personal trainer.
Yeah. So basically, at this current time, when I first came out, I'll be honest with you guys, I was a cleaner. Understand? I used to travel 2 hours every morning to be a cleaner.
Oh, there's no shame in
that.
I
know. That's what I'm saying. I've got my chest saying in my country where we say, when one road will lead you to another bigger road. You understand? So just be patient. God's got a plan for you. You understand? Someone give me the height. Someone's got a plan for you. So I was a cleaner. As I became a cleaner, I was doing my thing. I used to see guys that was, I'll say, not neeks in it, that were making more money than me on the roads. And I'm looking at them. I would have robbed this guy if I wanted to in 5 seconds. But then I humbled myself. I said, you know what? He's doing him. Let me do me. Don't even watch his pocket. Do you good? So I'll focus. Cut a long story short, I went into a course. I done a railway course for a bit. Understand? So I done PTS. Get me? So I went on the railway tracks for a bit, earning good money, 160 a day. Understand? I said, wow, like 160 from being a cleaner to that. I said, oh, God's blessing me right now. Get me? The future's looking bright. But I looked at myself. I was on the railway. I was thinking, you know what, Guled? Brother, you can't. Who are you inspiring out here? There's no one around. You need to use your gift that God's given you. So I said, let me go back. Went back to the lab anyway. Boom. Went back. Norwich, Wayland, 2010. I got shipped out from Wayland to come to Isis. So before I got to you lot, I was in that there. But what I did was I done a personal training course. You know what I mean? So that's what I did. I used my time wisely. And that's the thing with adult jails. You can focus more on yourself than in your youth jails because you've got so much to prove in youth jails. Anyway, I got my PE and thingy, but I didn't do nothing with that and with that qualification. So I said, you know, let me get into that. Then I met a nice lady called Hannah. She was a manager, and John Paul, they gave me the opportunity. You know what I mean? And from there, I did that. Then I went I met a nice young lady. Understand? She said to me, you know what, you're gifted, man. You need to do something with yourself. I want to advise you to go uni, man. So get into uni, big man. So yeah, just that, I went into uni. I've never been to a secondary school in my life. I've never wore a uniform. I got kicked out of school when I was in year 2. Literally, bro. Yeah, you know what I mean? So from there, now I just inspire every person that comes along, who I meet. Like it could be, I can't help someone that's got a big car, that's got a big watch. Yeah, if he sits down with me, we can talk, but I'm more inspired in helping people that are vulnerable, people that are less fortunate. That's what gives me, because I was there. And that person that I want to be that person for them people. So now I've got a little charity, I've got a project going on where I'm trying to raise £5,000, and this is for 5 different individuals from any walks of life. They could be white, black, Asian, it don't matter, and just give them that little head start in life that they deserve when they come out of jail. And that's what's up.
So next question I say that, what's the future? You already sort of said president of Somalis. Why not?
I want to get into, from my health and social care, I want to get into psychology. From psychology, I want to get into therapy, man. I want to be a therapist, man. I want to be a psychiatrist. You know, I want to talk to people, broken people. I mean, and try to get the pieces to the puzzle and help people out. That's my angle.
And also, one of the things that actually helped me as well when I came out, I've been doing therapy, literally when I came out up till now. So, you know, when you're saying all that,
so that's for 10 years you've been doing therapy?
Yeah.
And that's self-healing, isn't it?
And you know what? And my missus will love this, because she keeps telling me, I was like, because we done couples therapy last year when we were going through our issues. And she keeps telling me, I need to go and do therapy on my own as well. So I've never actually really, I'm going to do it. And I am going to do it, but from you doing it, what's been that experience, and how has it helped you?
It's helped me, because when you asked me, it's like, when you came out, how was it for you? You know, I was always like this. But it's like, you know, when we started the session, you know, she's sitting right there and we're talking, and I would still be like this. But over the long, from that time to now, I'm able to like literally put my head up and speak and talk about my experience. You know, what made me, you know, because it's crazy. Like if you put it on the table, there's a reason for everything. So it's like, for me to actually, when you speak, you find a reason. You find, oh shit, that's the reason why that happened. This is the reason why this happened. So it's like you're able to correct things.
No, for me, it's because my missus tells me all the time, because she says sometimes I just get angry, and I'm like, I'm not angry. You don't understand. You raise your voice sometimes, or you're quick to get frustrated. You're quick to anger. And I'm like, what are you talking about? But I guess I don't know where that comes from, and I guess maybe I'm in there now. Who knows? But it's good to hear that. I think
it's got to be calm.
I even see, was it Conan the other day posted that he's about to start his therapy sessions as well for Question Conan. So I think maybe it's a thing that where lots of men who go through trauma, like I said, that them whole issues in ISIS.
That's trauma. That's effectively from this.
And we just spoke about one issue that I had in ISIS. I mean, they happened the next day
after
that.
What happened to the times when sitting down your block? And you ain't got no TV. I was a block rider. If everyone knows me, I was living down the block. Half of my sentence, it was down the block.
I mean, I remember doing 21 days cellular confinement in High Down.
It's not
21 days CC, like, just every single day for 21 days.
You go, something will just snap.
No, but guys, I was very thankful for having you guys on board.
Thank you.
Like, guys, please, whatever you do, follow their journey, follow his music. Like, if you know where these guys are come from, and for them to even talk so openly about what they're doing now and how they're living their life now, it fills me with joy. It fills me with so much joy, and I wish them nothing but the best, and hopefully we can get them on a guest over here again. Obviously, good to just start your own podcast as well, tell people about that.
Reach one, teach one. So I'm going to be starting with a couple of brothers, really like-minded brothers that are actually been through an experience in life and actually turned it into a positive thing. So it's good, and so that will be starting from Saturday, hopefully, fingers crossed. But my Insta is called Inspire for Change, the number 4. And my fitness page, if you wanted a personal trainer or you wanted some tips on gaining some muscles or losing some weight, it's called Gains That Matters. So yeah, you guys follow me from there.
I appreciate it, man, guys, and watch out for the next episode after this. Peace. And guys, this here is Israel NKE's track. Make sure you listen and go and follow.
You were sent to me, you're my Eve, we were meant to meet. Pearly Way was the very place. Whenever I envisioned it, I feel like I'm out of space. Now you're my majesty, I'm at your grace. Let's take him back to them cozy times, well materialized. My shameless times, my homeless times, fucking around on righteous ties. She never saw the G in me, always saw the king in me.